Hello, chess fans. Welcome to the interview with Grandmaster Illia Nyzhnyk. Ilya, thank you for accepting this interview.
It's my pleasure. Hello, everybody. Looking forward
Uh,
to doing this interview.
a few days ago, you won the 18th Spice Cup Open in your hometown, St. Louis. How was this tournament for you?
Honestly, it came off as a big surprise. I haven't really been playing very well over the past couple of years, so this was my first big tournament score, and not without some good luck, I would say. But I'm more than pleased with the way I played it. I could have done better, I believe. Some of the games saw me under underusing my winning chances. But in the end of the day, I won a couple of critical games, and that's what matters the most in these open events. You just have to win at the right moment, and I was lucky enough to get it done properly. It's not easy because I had to win a couple of games on demand, and you know, um, basically a lot of things went my way this event, and I'm very happy about it, but I also would say that I've done some reasonable work to make it happen. So yeah.
You sound very modest, but you actually won how many Spice titles? I couldn't find online, but I know it's at least four or five.
I think I think I won once. I won clear first. I believe it was my very first year, and then every year after that I shared first, as far as I know. Or maybe it was two times that I won clear first. So anyway, I think I won five. I won slash shared five first places over the past 10 years playing in Spice Cup. Yeah.
Mhm. And this year, you played an Armageddon game against Grandmaster Gazik.
Gazik, yeah, correct.
Mhm. How is this the first time that Armageddon is employed, or this is a regular feature in the Spice Up?
No, I think I've already had to play an Armageddon game once before. I'm pretty sure that was against uh, Grandmaster Jorge Corey a couple of years back. That Armageddon game I ended up losing, so Jorge got the official title alongside with the trophy, and I got a second place, but yet we still ended up sharing first together. So
Mhm.
that's a common occurrence, I would say, for the Spice Cup.
Speaking of your tournament victories, we should remind about the impressive streaks that you had before, like winning the Under 12 European Championship in 2007. And then next year in 2008, when you were still 12, you won the Under 16 European Championship.
Yeah, that was a good
That was
one.
a
Yeah,
big
I
news
remember
back
still.
then.
Hmm. Hmm.
And you won the World Open on four occasions, 2014, 15, 16, and 18. And then you won the US Open in 2019. Did I
Hmm.
miss anything important?
I think I won. I think I won US Open or won a shared first in US Open. I think maybe twice or three times in total. But yeah, yeah, pretty
Mhm.
much. Yeah, those are. I used to be performing quite well in these open events. But then as the time flew by, more and more strong GMs were coming to study in the US, and the competition has gotten extremely fierce. And yeah, I'm no longer enjoying winning every other event for a good reason. It's also hard to keep up with the competition. The amount of work you have to put in just to stay afloat at approximately the same level is quite immense. So um, you know, I'm lagging behind a little bit in that regard, but hopefully I can get back on track with this win Spice Cup.
But okay, only maybe 2 years ago, you were the top-rated player of Ukraine. Uh,
For a couple of months, I believe so. Yeah, yeah. It was also at my peak when I peaked at 2693 in the end of 2022, I believe. So
mhm.
yeah, um, it's hard to say what happened. Honestly, I really, obviously I was a bit more serious about professional chess player career back then, but you know, um, something has gone wrong somewhere.
Are you planning a comeback?
Wasn't really planning a comeback, to be honest with you. I wanted to kind of keep classical tournaments as a fun pastime. and focus on other things in chess, maybe like coaching, creating chess content and whatnot. And
Mhm.
yet here I am about to be playing like another bunch of classical events that I wasn't really originally planning to. There's a lot of people who still believe in me and they're very happy to see me play, but um, I'm afraid that I'm gonna tire myself too much playing so much classical chess. But we'll see how it goes. I'm willing to try it and see how it comes out.
But are you a professional chess player or you have?
I don't think so. No, I don't see myself as one anymore. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
But
not really making a living playing chess, playing classical chess tournaments.
so do you have another occupation or you're still in chess as a trainer or something, some
I
other?
yeah yeah I teach chess. I work at the St. Louis Chess Club every now and then whenever they
Mhm.
have some projects for me. I play poker mostly for a
Mhm.
living. So yeah, that's that.
Okay. You said that you play more classical chess than you wanted to. So can you just tell us you're coming back from a tournament, tomorrow you're flying out. I barely caught you in where you were changing your bags in your
Yeah,
home
in
in St.
Spain.
Louis. So can you tell us about the tournaments that you're playing these days?
Yeah, so over the weekend I played in Missoula, Montana. Played in the 2024 Turkey Open, I believe. It was a smaller event where I was the highest rated player by a big margin. So um, that was I kind of see that event as more of a warm up before the main course, and that's gonna happen in 2 days on November 7th. I'm starting to play in the um, GM Norm Closed Invitational in New York City, and that's going to last for about 5 days. After which I'm coming back home, and I'll have some time for myself to study up. Check my games, work on my gaps, and by the end of this month, I'll be playing in the U.S. Masters in Charlotte. Once again, another event I wasn't originally planning to play, but I have a lot of friends in Charlotte, and the event itself is going to be extremely strong. I don't think I've ever played in the event in the US that would have about like 40 grandmasters playing all at
Mhm.
once. Plus there's going to be Fabiano Caruana playing. I'm looking forward to playing Fabi in a classical game. I've enjoyed playing Fabi mostly online in Blitz and Rapid games. And I would be very happy to try my luck against him in classical chess as well. But I also see this upcoming trip as a good way to catch up with my friends whom I haven't seen for quite some time now. My good friend Ashwin Jairam has moved to Charlotte a couple of years back. He used to be my roommate, and we
Mhm.
haven't really had a chance to catch up since then. So now I'll get to see him. I'll get to see Daniel Naroditsky, also a very good acquaintance of mine, and other people, at the Charlotte's Chess Club. I'm looking forward to this trip and looking forward to playing the U.S. Masters. After that, I'm coming back to St. Louis and I'm going to be playing a classical tournament here in St. Louis.
Okay, you mentioned you played Fabi online.
Mhm.
Are you active in Title Tuesdays in Champions Chess Tour?
No, not really. I haven't really been playing much online chess. Uh, it's uh, it's been difficult for me to get back into it because on my during my first couple of years here in the US, I would just spend so much time playing online. But then as COVID hit, I quickly got discouraged. It was very difficult during COVID times. It was very difficult for me for whatever reason to be playing online chess, and it just wasn't working out, and I wasn't sure what changed. I would be um, playing the online events and losing to much lower rated opponents, and it just felt like mostly felt like a waste of time, especially from the standpoint of someone who was trying to play chess for a living professionally. It wasn't no longer working for me. That was the point of time when I started kind of migrating into poker because yeah, online chess wasn't really working for me all that much. And yeah, I got discouraged. I still play every now and then for fun. I play viewers on stream whenever I stream on Twitch. I play my friends sometimes, play my students because I like playing practice games against my students, and we do it online as though
Mhm.
on private account. Um, that's pretty basically that. Every now and then I try my luck in a Title Tuesday or in some rapid event. but I just mostly do it for fun. I don't see it as a means for me to kind of compete with with all those guys who spend a lot more time on chess than I do these days.
Remind me, when did you move to the United States?
In summer of 2014, I believe it was May
Oh, it's a
2014.
long time already, yeah?
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, over 10 years
Mhm.
ago, right?
Okay. Um, we mentioned playing online, and now you know that it is a huge topic of cheating in chess. It
hmm
was online. Now we have the scandals also over the
hmm
board. What do you think about the talk of cheating? Is this something that people underestimate, or we are maybe blowing it a little bit out of proportion?
I know it's unrelated, but I just want to mention that it pains me because I really like chess, so and it pains me that this is even a topic
Mhm,
that we have to address. Um, it's something that discouraged me potentially. I'm not once again I'm not I don't want to like accuse anyone or point fingers, but during the COVID times, it was incredibly difficult to play online for one reason or the other. Maybe people just improved so much, but I consulted some of my Grandmaster friends, and they kind of confirmed that they would expect there to be something going on, under the radar. And it just makes me very sad. It is what it is, I guess. It's just how life is sometimes. It's not all flowers and happiness. Um, but yeah, it's a critical topic. It's just that it seems very difficult to solve this problem both online and for over-the-board events. And there needs to be some kind of strategy to doing it. And I don't think anyone is yet to come up with a system good enough that it works. There've been multiple attempts, right? There've been cheating scannings, or the metal detector scannings, and just overall some enhanced security in over-the-board events. And as we can see, there's still some cases popping up every now and then where something happens, and it's hard. It almost feels like people are forgetting the real goal, which is to play the game, to have a good time, to cultivate their other skills, because chess is an amazing game. It has aesthetically pleasing values. It has practical skill values, um, and people are making it into something that's really difficult for me uh, to uh, to comprehend without getting upset over it. Um, it is important to address this issue. It's not, I would say it's not really. Well, I mean, I guess we could say that some cases are getting like out of hand, especially some of the cases involving uh, Grandmaster Vladimir Kramnik's comments towards some players
mhm. What do
without
you think
proper
about that?
backup. Without proper backup, yeah, I don't think it's the way to tackle the problem.
Mhm.
At the same time, it's unclear about like what should be the actual way of dealing with this. But it definitely feels like it's what's happening shouldn't be it. And once again, it just pains me greatly. I you know maybe one day I'll try to do something about it, and to try and help the chess world get better by thinking up of something to remove this problem from the equation. But it's been an ongoing issue. Uh, um, People are trying, but it seems maddening. This process seems maddening, and like some people are just losing themselves in it. It feels like, and I feel like Grandmaster Vladimir Kramnik might be just doing exactly that. He's in his pursuit of the truth. He's kind of losing the vision, um, and going beyond the boundaries. But once again, um, I said it already 5 times. It's very sad. I'm very sad for chess, and that these are the issues we have to deal with these days.
Okay, you will probably following the United States Chess Championship in St. Louis.
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got to
how
know
do you
some
comment on
people.
the result?
The results, yeah, I was really, I mean, Fabi is just so strong. He deserves, every single success coming his way. Um, I was personally rooting for Evander Liang. I got to know him a little bit better during the event. We got to hang out. Evander, shout out to Evander. He probably has one of the healthiest routines of any chess player I've ever met. We would go on multiple walks in early mornings, like right before his games. We would like go for like a 2-3 hour walk to the local zoo here at the Forest Park. And I once again I'm yet to find a chess player who would be willing to spend so much time outside playing in events as important as this one. And it was kind of sad for me to see him lose the last round, though his last game was quite unusual due to the opening he
8-3.
chose. Yeah, correct. Um, but quite a few exciting games. I really enjoyed rooting for Carissa Yip, and unfortunately her attempt to win the Fisher's Prize going 100% unfortunately failed in round 9, but she was going strong, and it was exciting to see her games. Carissa has a very exceptional play style where she's not afraid to play chess for three results. I call it playing chess for three results. You're not afraid of losing, but you are there to fight, and it's great. It's exactly what makes chess an amazing game. If more people adapt this play style, it's gonna be better for everyone. So was very happy to see the US Chess Champs. Was very lucky to have a pleasure of hanging out with some of the players from that event. Even attended the closing ceremony. Carissa and after the closing ceremony ended, there was a karaoke. I wanted to go home, but Carissa and Wonder said, "No, no, you're coming with us." They dragged me on stage. I was there kind of like I didn't think, but I was there for moral support. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yeah,
I
only good
interviewed
things I have to say. Mhm,
mhm. I interviewed Awonder Liang 1 week before the championship. That
mhm.
was, I think, maybe Friday, and the event was starting next Friday. And he told me he still hasn't started preparing for the champ. Does that surprise
He's I think no, I'm pretty sure that whenever you speak with a Wonder, like you have you take everything he says with a grain of salt,
you?
because because I would also say that I guess the amount of things he knows and the amount of time he puts working on chess is the right way to do it for somebody who is pursuing the career of professional player. And what the things he's saying that, oh, I'm not prepared, blah, blah, blah. He actually knows so much and works on chess so much that it's even if he may not be preparing like 1 week in advance, but he just has such a wide range of knowledge that he may not need to, because of the amount of time he's put into it in advance. And kudos to him. He's doing the chess work that I don't want to say I'm incapable of doing it, but I quickly get bored after doing certain kind of chess work, like such as working on openings. It oftentimes involves using cloud engines, and it's not very enjoyable for me. But sometimes things that you're supposed to do to make yourself better in the field are not the enjoyable things, and it's just how professional sports and professional careers go. And that's kind of why I've been kind of slightly moving away from professional chess because yeah, I like the game, I like the social factor of it, I like the skills that the chess provided me with, but the uh, nerve-wracking um what's the word I'm looking for? Um, environment, right? The chess tournament environment where you can be playing so well and then just make one mistake, right? And that it's just kind of all goes to waste. Um it's it's not doing you any good. Like when you have to go through this again and again and again for a living, it's not like there's only so much of it you can do, so much of it you can bear, and it feels like I can do it every now and then, but I don't see myself kind of working in this field for the rest of my life.
Mhm. What is your prediction for the upcoming World Championship match in Singapore?
I feel like I'm just gonna repeat after like most people. I've recently watched Fabi also commenting on this, and I'm just gonna repeat after him because I completely agree. Because what Fabi said is he said that Gukesh is probably gonna win, but it's gonna be very close, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what I believe as well. Some people think it's just gonna be a wipeout based upon Ding's latest results, where Ding has been like really struggling. But I think that the World Championship match, it's gonna have a different environment, where Ding should probably be doing better than in just random events. But still, I truly believe that Gukesh has seen so much success, and he's in a row now, which may as well continue into his match. And likely he will win, but it's going to be a close one.
How do you comment on the fact that Gukic actually played a lot of chess ahead of the World Championship? He played the Olympiad, he played
Hmm.
events in London, he played the Club Cup even.
Hmm.
Do you think
Well,
it's impeding his preparation, or as he's very young, he needs to play more games to get into better shape?
I mean, I'm nowhere near, like I was never near Gukash's level. So in this regard, I can't really make any comments on his decision making in terms of how much to play and how much to study. But when I was younger, I would play a lot,
Mhm.
and it worked for me, right? So it's based on the individual, what the ratio is going to be, the ratio of studying, playing, resting, and stuff like that. So whatever works for Gukesh, and at this point of his career, I'm pretty sure that he has kind of figured this thing out. And if it works, he should keep doing what works. Yeah. So.
Okay. Will you play the World Rapid and Blitz in New York?
That's a good question. I'm still contemplating it. It's gonna depend on. I'll see what my performance looks like for the next couple of events. I'll see how I feel, and um, it's gonna be kind of like a big investment because traveling to and living in New York City
Mhm.
is a little bit can get a little bit costly. So once again, I'll see how my performance is, and will determine whether I'm ready to compete or not. I'm not at the point of time where I can make just such trips for leisurely purposes. I like playing chess, but at the same time, I need to kind of be watching out the financial side of it. And yeah, once again, I would probably play if I see that I'm more or less ready, and it's gonna my these the results from these upcoming events will help me determine whether I'm ready for it or not.
Your classical results will actually help you make a
Yeah,
decision about what
yeah,
matters.
yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh.
That's interesting.
Because if you just think about it, I don't really play online, neither Blitz nor Bullet nor Rapid. So um, I consider myself a faster player, and I almost never really get into time pressure. By the way, this is not exactly true for the Spice Cup, the very last round, the one where I was in a must win. I did get into really unpleasant time trouble, and made a couple of poor practical decisions. So if that keeps happening, I feel like I'm giving myself a couple more chances, right, with these classical events. But if I get into time trouble in another couple of games, I is gonna be working as a deterring factor, because speed is, obviously speed championship. You have to be fast and accurate.
Mhm.
And while I used to be a very fast player, I would never really get into time trouble, and I would be relatively accurate, not completely, but relatively accurate without making any critical mistakes. During the Spice Cup, that wasn't the case. So we'll see how it goes for the next two classical events. And the one I just played, the 2024 Turkey Open, was okay. Yeah, I was satisfied with my time management there, but obviously I wasn't really facing a, a strong opposition. So people weren't necessarily trying to apply pressure on me on the clock, and made it easier. But World Rapid and Blitz will be different because I will be somewhere in the middle of the standings, and I will be playing some amazing people who are adepts in what they do, and to do that I need to make sure I'm prepared.
But you will go to Charlotte, and perhaps you can ask Danya and Bortnik to help you with
Oh,
speed
but
chess. They are experts.
they'll probably be playing it themselves. I assume they're going to be focusing on their own preparation and improvements. So,
Mhm.
I don't want to be really don't want to be a bother to anyone. Um, but yeah, I've played both Danny and Alex online, and yeah, they're just much better Blitz and Rapid players than me. I did make it close a couple of times, but you know, if I face them over the board, I think chances are that I'm a big underdog. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, Ilya, it was pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for accepting the interview.
Oh,
Good luck
sure,
with
absolutely.
your
hmm
tournaments, and I hope to talk to you again after a success in New York.
Okay, thank you so much, Goran. Yeah, yeah. I hope to see you sometime.